We are back, and nevertheless, you listen to Chanka Dial. So I'm still coming down the road here, so I decided to pull over. Nevertheless, you just it's just crazy how how this man threatening this girl. And I had to record it. I told him, I said, I'm going to record it. Today I spoke to police, I spoke to ASP Mirage. Yeah, I spoke to ASP Mirage, and I told him, I said, you wouldn't believe how serious this matter is concerning this man and Chanka Dial. If we don't save that girl, this man here is going to destroy her. And the children is going to take her life. And there's a lot of people who are in similar predicaments like that, who face hostile environments like what that woman is going through. And that man he has programmed his mind. He has programmed his mind to destroy her. And that is the worst part of it, yeah? And he said he will kill himself after. And he said if he goes to jail, he has friends. But I told him, and he realized that, I told him, boy, this guy has one. I don't business about his friends. I don't care about his friends. I am not scared fearful of Chanka Dial, but just waiting to find him. And I'll post his picture all over and let everybody see it. Because it is crazy. There are women out there must be protected. I know Gary had come up with a gender base. Gary was the guy. I mean, as much as so many terrible things people have said about Gary during this political season, but Gary was the man who is responsible for setting up that gender base. And sometimes you need to give credit where credit is due. And maybe I've never said it, but I'm telling you this. If it's one commissioner ever supported me, whoever supported me with everything that I did, and every time I took up that phone, it was Gary Griffith. Yeah? You all should put up a picture of him. I don't want to get no bacchanal with nobody. But right is right. Gary Griffith, let me tell you something. I remember when we were looking for Anderson, is Anderson Paul? Yeah, Anderson Paul, he had warrant. And we went down Shagaramas looking for him. And because of Gary Griffith and his people, we were able to go straight into the base of the Coast Guard. Speak with that time it had born Commander Bourne. Very, very nice woman. I don't know whatever became of her, but when I tell a real nice lady, Commander Bourne, boy. And if you see power in a woman, you see it with Commander Bourne. And that's it. So again, I'm happy now. We have to give credit where credit is due. If you are in a similar situation like that, you need to come out of it. You need to come out of it. And I mean come out of it. Well, I went down to Mayaro today on another note. I went down to Mayaro today and I spoke to the mother of this young man who was gone, who drowned, the young fellow who drowned. And this is terrible. This is terrible. That's the beach outing that ended on Sunday. The drunk is Monday. Yesterday he disappeared. Yesterday he disappeared. And I spoke to that mother. You're looking at a whole sea. You know, it is like your daughter, her boyfriend, and your other daughter, and they're grown-ups. They just went as brothers, as a brother, sister, two sisters. They just bathing, and bam, a wave just come and grab him. Pull with the current. And that is terrible. And that is why I tell you, do not send your children to no beach if you're not there. I remember when I was about 13 or 14, I almost drowned in that beach. And I tell people, I almost drowned in that beach. Tell the police to hold on. So the police saw me on the side of the road. They feel that something happened. Yeah, they feel something happened. Tell them nothing happened. Yeah, police saw my vehicle on the road. So ladies and gentlemen, and I spoke to them, and it was terrible. I spoke to this woman. It was sad. I even assisted her financially, and I said I'll pay 2 boats, put gas in it. And I mean, I didn't promise I left the money with her and thing. But that's not the issue here today. It's not about what I did, but the woman couldn't get a helicopter. She can't get a Coast Guard. Nothing. You know, it is like a woman who, I don't like to use the word poor, but a simple woman who doesn't have plenty straws to go back and wait for her son hoping that child body pop up. You know what is that? Anybody could tell me what is that? That is terrible. And that's why every day I pray and I tell people, and I said it yesterday, and I would say it back again. I am happy that I have that access, that I could still call, even with what happened. And you're going to see a clip today. I hope I'm back in the studio. I can't tell you my location, my exact location, or which road I'm on, but I decided to pull over. So I'm going to take a break. Remember, you make sure and you get your ads on the most watched show here, the most watched, and as you can see, I'm not stopping. Justice for everybody. As I said, I want to do this. This is what I'm doing here. I want to do this. But I want to do it with access. With access. And once I have access, we good. Once I have access, we good. But that beach thing, boy, that beach thing, that depressed me. It's sad. I spoke to the mother, and it's a long interview. It's about 17 minutes. Yeah, it could be a little more. So we're going to take a fast break. I should be back in studio. How this no good? Well, how we can ever drive, you know? Yeah. You're not driving too good today, but nevertheless. So let's take a fast break. And those of you who are watching me all over the world, you can WhatsApp me on 1-868-294-4081. Go to my. I find you're not sending me information about drugs and guns and about criminal elements. What on? You're backing down or come now, man. I'll take it to Mayaro now when we come back. Go ahead. Hello. Well, what exactly happened? Let me hear. Resulting. All we have, let me tell you what we have, the information. You know, we hoping for, we just, it's like a nightmare here that hope that this 14-year-old boy vanishes away in water during a birthday outing, a birthday beach outing turned tragic on Monday afternoon when 14-year-old Samir Ragbir of Macaulay, Claxton Bay went missing at the waters of Bel Air Road in Mayaro. The incident happened around 3:15 p.m. while Samir was at Sunset Beach Resort with his sisters and friends to celebrate one of his sister's birthday. He reportedly went to her swim but got into difficulties and disappeared. That is all we have so far. And
more or less if that's true.
Well, you know, this is a mother's worst nightmare, you know, worst nightmare. Yep. You know, it is to sit down by this beach. I lost some words, you know. I didn't want to go through this because I was now telling you that I had about 13 or 14 years and our church came here. We were staying in one of these streets here, one of the, further down. And we went to, and we just walked out from the beach house and went to that beach. And just stand up right there, we drop in a hole, you know. Like, and that's what I was always about 10 or 15 feet. And that experience, when my uncle had to pull me out, and up to this day, that's why I don't like this beach. I don't like Mayaro Beach. And it's sad, it's very, very sad. So you weren't here when this happened?
No, I wasn't working.
So he came up with who? Who he came up with?
So my big daughter, my second daughter, and she boyfriend, and one of their friends.
So they were staying at the resorts here?
Yeah, they're supposed to stay like yesterday, last night, and come home today.
Oh, so they came Monday, Tuesday, and they'll come home today, tomorrow?
Today.
Today? Yeah, they'll come home today, just okay. So he just went up by himself?
No, the children went to bathe. And while he was bathing, a current come in and pull him under.
Pull all of them?
He. And my son was drive to pull him out and he couldn't get him. No matter how much he tried, he couldn't get him.
Oh. Oh my God. You know, I tell you something.
It didn't have a lifeguard here. It didn't have a lifeguard here. Coast Guard, you call them, you can find them.
The Coast Guard has been of any assistance to you? They contacted you?
I haven't even find them up to now.
The Coast Guard ever call you?
No, I'm still waiting.
Wow.
They need to put things in place for here.
Yeah, but I remember that this is a public area here. This whole place is public. No matter whoever stays at any apartment or any beach house around here, this is a public place. It's not like a cordon off area where they assign a certain area here on your right or your left, and they have, and you know, it's a public place. Yeah, but So there's, you know, you know, but I spoke to the management of the resort and they indicated that you know, they are helping, they're trying to see what they could do, you understand? And they, you know, it's really, really sad. They're very, very distraught about it. Very, very distraught. You can imagine you looking at this big sea. Lady, let me tell you something. I tell you, look, tears come in my eye and all too. Because I looking at this sea here, I don't want to think that. I tell you, you don't want to think that. I don't know what to think. I don't know. This is like a nightmare for any parent. I tell you, I leave all what I do and come up here today, you know. And now these people bring me up here, you know. I think you have some friends from Cuba coming.
Yeah.
Huh?
All my co-workers from Metro.
Where you work?
Metro Hotel.
Metro. That is where?
Cuba.
Dai Ram Singh one? Dai Nal?
Mukesh.
Mukesh. Okay. That right opposite the market, next door to the market, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, big building there. Opposite KK Plaza. Yeah. Right. This real sad, girl. How your daughter, your other children taking this?
Not so good. You're not taking it too good at all.
But did you warn him about going to the beach?
I did tell him yesterday morning I didn't want them to go.
You had that feeling?
I don't know. It's just like yesterday morning you get up and you know you're going to tell your child not to go do something. Yeah.
But his sister going, it was his sister's birthday.
He wanted to go,
He wanted to go, say, that's three of them.
No, I have 6 kids.
6 children?
I have 6, yeah.
6, right. And he wanted to go with his sister?
Yeah.
Huh. Hey, boy. What school do you attend, sir?
He was supposed to start UCB.
So when he was coming up, you called you, auntie?
I talked to Samir about 2:30. He called me on camera. He said, Mommy, look, I reached the beach. Mommy, look, I reached the beach. I said, okay. I said, Samir, make sure I don't go in that water, yeah? He said, no, Mommy, I'm going to ride by the boat there now, fish ride there.
That same boat?
I said, Samir, I don't
that
want
same boat, yeah?
I said, Samir, I don't want
you
you
say
in the
going by that boat?
I don't want you in the
he
water.
video call you with the boat and there?
Yeah. I wasn't working, he video called me.
Why did you make a cry here? Like me, make this whole hand.
That was the last
like
phone
ball.
call I ever get from a child.
As a parent, that's ball. Lord Jesus, make this mother find her child. Please. You're Hindu or Christian?
Hindu.
Did you get the pundit on it?
Yeah.
And they
I
say
do
if you squeeze it,
everything they said to do, I do everything. Since last night, I do everything they said to do. Every single thing they said to do.
The rituals and it, you know?
Every single thing. It just, I don't know. I just reached that blank now.
So you have people walking down to see the body wash the shore? Huh?
Yeah.
That long walk, miles are walking, you know. Miles and miles are walking, you know. Miles and miles are walking, you know. If you go from here, look at that. Miles and miles of walking, miles and miles. How's your father taking it?
Not so well.
Okay.
Not so, he taking that to right.
You go take that girl. So that same blue runner there, he was showing you that boat?
Yeah, he said he's gonna fish.
Right there, he showed the blue runner?
Yeah.
And he stand by the boat and then?
He stand by every day and show me. He said, Mommy, look, I reached, look, I'm gonna fish.
I tell you, the seed on our branch, you know. The old people already have a say, the seed on our branch, you know. You know, when you're small, your mother never let you go with nobody by no beach, you know. Beach is a thing. Since you're small, if a parent not there, you cannot go. And even though big as some people, I know big man and woman. It's like the parent don't feel happy or don't be at peace until them children don't come home, you know. And so they come back from the beach, boy, see something. Look at this. So he was pulled right here. But like persons who have experience, like fishermen and things, what they said.
One of them said the tide too low that you had to wait for a while for the
When the tide said when they say the tide will come up.
the body will come up for itself. I don't know. Martin, I hear.
So if you take a boat and go out, they say there is nothing.
They said I was waiting on a boat and get some divers to go in.
Yeah, but where the divers gonna dive?
I don't know. Honestly,
Where they gonna dive?
I don't know.
So you get a helicopter gear to go around and just fly and see if you see something floating, boy?
No.
Eh?
Nope.
You can imagine this girl.
Still
I
waiting
tell I
for
want to
help.
cry.
Still waiting for the
I
help.
didn't even know you like want to cry because this is like a nightmare for a parent. You are your little 14-year-old child floating somewhere, not a helicopter, not a coast guard. Nobody contact this woman, boy. Nobody contact you.
Nope, I don't even have a coast guard contact me. I tried calling them. 1:30 this morning, begging them to get a boat for me. He told me go and talk to the supervisor and he'll call me back. After that, they never answered the call again after that. 1:30 this morning, begging for a boat to go and find my child. Still waiting.
Wow. So he went across there. God, boy. So there are people who walk all down there?
One thing about my over here is that all the people, the neighbors, has come out to help and help. They've been walking, searching since last and half year. The neighbors come out with lights and I was helping. People over here helping.
So he walked out from here, he walked out from the back of here.
It was down here.
Right there? Oh? You call his name? Huh?
Huh?
You call his name?
Yes, Samir.
Uh-huh.
I call his name whole morning. I'm calling. I'm praying. I'm calling. I'm begging, mother. See to give me back my child.
You have anything in your hand?
What's that? I've been begging whole morning. I try all the rituals Panda tell me to do. I do everything. Then yesterday evening I reached down here. I don't know what to do again. We're waiting for Coast Guard to come and help. You can't find them. We're waiting for... I don't know. I don't know when you'll get help.
It's a real sad girl. I just lost for words. Look at this sea and this woman just looking for her son body. All those people with you also?
No. There was people who was helping. And had people living here come out and helping search for my son. Late in the night last night, they was here with me until 11:30, 12 o'clock. He was out here looking. My friend, she husband, all of them come to help look. We had nobody to hit me last night here, no Coast Guard, no police, no lifeguard, nobody.
So any night you have to go back to Macaulay?
I'm staying down here until...
At the resort?
Yeah. I'm staying down here until I get my son. I'm not leaving here until I now get him.
Hey boy. Where? Where? Yeah. So he don't often come to the beach?
Well, more or less he like to go fishing and He like to go fishing. He like to go and sea. He like to go in the water. But I always have somebody watching him or being with him right through. His father always with him when he fishing. Always had them with him. It's just this time, neither me nor his father was here. He's a very daring child. He likes adventure. Somebody tell him not to do something, he will show you he's gonna do it. That's how he is.
Hey boy. I wonder, I don't know how this thing works, but I wonder what part of the beach that the body was surfaced.
I do not know myself.
Like what part of the beach, if it happened there, could it be like quite down there? Where the body could surface? Lord, hear this mother prayer. Lord, hear this mother cry today. Please. Look at this now. Summer holidays coming, you want to send your children beach, you want to be with friends, with family. Why? Wow. Philip, if you were here, that would have happened?
No. I don't know. I think it's when God ready for you, he just take you. I do not know. I don't know what to think. I don't know what to say. I don't honestly speak, I don't know. You know, our mother, I don't know.
You see, I will tell you something. You didn't send him with strangers. You know, so he was not with strangers. You wouldn't send him, you wouldn't send your child on the beach with friends.
See, my daughter like a mother.
Yeah, so you know, you with your sister, you with immediate family. So everybody on alert.
Yeah.
So they were just bathing and they drop in a hole.
Apparently, and like a current just come and pulling me. But
How they coping, girl?
not so well. Not so well, because yesterday was my daughter's birthday.
Oh, good. And they came Monday to celebrate.
They come yesterday to celebrate it, stay last night, and supposed to go home today. Her lifestyle working here probably, and something like this happened. It might have helped, I do not know. You
This
need to put
entire
things,
beach
put things in place.
should have had like a special boat assigned for here. In case of these things, a special vessel, just for here alone. For here and to cover Manzanilla and thing, just for here alone. And a chopper in case anything happened. That's all. In case somebody drowned and you know they're still breathing, by the time you could take them to you know what it is like, parents who are watching me right now, you know what it is like to watch this sea and your 14-year-old child just disappear? You can really sleep, you can really breathe, you can really eat. You watching this water and you watching all this wave and you watching. Even though some of you might like the beach and excited to come here, as I always tell you, never forget the water that tried to drown you. The beach might be nice now, but never forget how many lives this place has taken. Imagine the pain of this mother right now, going through something like this. How far you walked? Huh?
I walk real far looking for him. I've been walking this beach since last night. Up and down. Still not finding him. I think we're walking more than the people who come in to search. Everybody balling more or less, they're waiting to see when tide come, everybody will come out. And what everybody's saying.
So you're reading the chart with respect to low tide and high tide and
I
things?
ain't read nothing.
Like people
I
who
just
fishing
listen to
with no...
people, I just listen to people and everybody in, I don't know. It's like, they're waiting for high tide.
Uh-huh.
They're waiting to see if the body will come out for itself. If one just goes to the ground and rent a boat, they will get some divers and then they go in, they will see.
Yeah, but where they gonna dive?
I do not know where they're gonna
Yeah, but where they gonna dive? That just mama guy thing. Where they gonna dive? Where you gonna dive here? Where this to dive? This is not a cordon off area. Where, as far as your eyes can see, is sea. Where you going to dive here?
I don't know.
Where are the helicopters? Where are the Coast Guard? Well, because it's not nobody. It's not nobody with a prominent name, with a prominent person who knows somebody. But the pain of a mother, the pain of a mother, the pain of a mother. You can imagine you come here. Look, I didn't even know this woman. It's the first time I seen this woman. And I tell the tears in my eye as a parent. As a parent. You know what you say? The boy excited to come here. Tell all the friends are going by the beach. We're going to celebrate my sister's birthday. Tell all his friends, the excited family members, other people might come today. You understand? Friends will come over and say, well, I can't come Monday, I'll come Tuesday. I'll come Tuesday morning. Carry food, carry duck, carry all kind of thing. And this is what happened. Remember that 2 cousins went to bed, went to Sanssouci Beach in Toko, and one is still missing. He has been identified as Dilly. Is Dilly? Yeah, one of the cousins. Obolo. Dilly body washed ashore. But Jakeem, the 16-year-old cousin Bolo, got into by swimming. Clark, but later washed ashore. But Jakeem Philip, also called Bolo, up to now they can't find his body, and this happened on the 20th of April. Up to now. Up to now. Up to now. Where we'll go, where? How far they say, like what time exactly this happened?
Well, it's about 3:30.
Huh?
Probably about 3:30.
And what time you got the call?
4:45.
And what they said when they call you?
Outside coming and pulling my son.
Who called you and tell you
The
that?
daughter. So the mommy, look outside just coming and pulling Samir in the water.
Oh God.
And now going home from work. Now in a taxi now.
How you felt in that car?
I bawled and cried. The first taxi I take, I was bawling and cried. The second one, I just said myself, I'll pay for the work, I want to go home. Reach home, I call my brother and bring me down. Just bawl and cry.
The only thing that maybe could help here is a chopper patrolling, like not patrolling, but you know, you get an aerial view. So you can, you know, you're watching to see if anything floating to wash ashore. So you go from there right here when you're coming down, just watching, and you fly very low and you're watching. Why I can't understand why this, but nobody heard the cry of this mother. Nobody heard the cry of this mother today. Wow. But they weren't deep, they weren't bathing deep.
No. But the currents was well, apparently looked like one of the currents just come and pull him in. Like when he was bathing, like I don't know who went on, like one of the currents just come in and just pull him.
Just pull him like that?
I don't know. I not a swimmer, so I do not know where he went on. But like just the one like it was coming and just pull him in.
I tell you, I had my experience in this beach. And we were bathing like waist height in her. Waist height in her. And we just dropped in a hole, 4 of us from the church. And I will never forget that Mayaro beach, and I'll never forget this beach called Mayaro. You will never get me to bathe in no beach.
I don't bathe in beach.
I'm not a beach person.
I just go because of my kids. They like the beach. The son likes to swim, he likes to fish. He likes to go there in the boats with the father. He likes them things.
Ah, boy. And that other son come Caprichime, but that boy is still missing, you know. The little 16 years he has? Still missing, you know, from when they went in San Souci, you know. Oh, Lord. Lord, send this body for this mother, please. Please, please. That is what we need here. People like here, but that's what you need. You need to have a vessel here assigned for this peninsula, this whole area. As far as your eyes can see, one vessel. And in case that anything happens, you can call these people on standby, and you have a chopper. That in case of anything, they can come and fly and look, and an ambulance. So you're gonna stay here till what time?
I'm staying here until I get my son. I'm not going home. I need to get him and carry him home.
How are the relatives coping right now?
A little hard.
Huh?
The aunt and uncle taking it a little hard because everybody know him. He grew up around everybody.
So you know now when they start, so he left junior second?
No, he's primary school.
Primary school?
Give him a rest because he was giving him a trouble.
That's okay.
So he was not going to start. He was excited. He wanted brand new shoes. He wanted this, he wanted that. If I said, you can buy everything for him to care for them. That's all right. Well, no more school.
Or can you imagine all his friends and how is the community in Macaulay? Well, I know people in Macaulay.
They are like a family. I'm not lying. Macaulay is like a family.
You know Vina and Vijay, who lives in Macaulay? The MP office was by there, right next to the flyover.
Oh yeah, I know that.
Vina and Vijay. Mm-hmm. They are my good friends.
Okay. But Macaulay people like a community. Everybody is there for one another. I've been getting calls someday, right through for the past yesterday to this morning. Yeah. I getting calls someday. But they are like family. Everybody look out for one another. To me, I know how they operate. So I know when Samir was small, this so walking road, this is watch out for your children.
I can't find words. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to tell you. We just hope that we want closure. We want to find this body. Just to find him and take him home, you understand?
I just want to carry him home. That's
all. Just carry him home, take him from here. And look how sad. So you said you called somebody from the Coast Guard, and what they said?
Well, I called him about 1:30.
A Coast Guard officer?
I called Coast Guard to tell the officer.
Yeah.
And when I answered the phone, so I told him, I said, well, look how since what time this happened, about 1:30, quarter to 4, whatever. And nobody haven't come as yet. I said, I'm not coming into the room. There's something about the sea so rough or something that they can't come out or something like that. I said, well, lend my boat. He said, well, I'll talk to my supervisor and I'll get back to you. So I still waiting on the call from the supervisor or from he. So I still waiting.
Different strokes for different folks, girl. Whether you like it or not, whether who vexed with me for saying that, but if it was somebody of influence and somebody of substance and some prominent name, where everybody would have been here. But look at it here, the mother alone. I come and I see that lady sitting on them benches right here. Right here.
That's me and my family. Most of them is
sitting on the benches right here. Right here. Just her and her family alone. You understand? And hoping and just hoping for the best. Just hoping for the best. So your pundit commanding?
No, we called. They called.
Call?
We had about 3 pundit call and they tell us what to do. So all the rituals tell us.
All the rituals and things?
Everyone I do. I just want him to go home now. He done play. Time to go home. Enough playing, yeah, fine? Send yesterday playing. I just want him to go home now. I mean, enough is enough. I just want to get his body so I can carry him home. Like, all I want.
This is so sad. I want to cry. This is so sad. This is so sad.
He play enough since yesterday. He always like this sea. Okay.
Always like the sea.
Yeah, but that's enough. Just for him to go home now.
What's his full name?
Samir Brandon Ragbir.
Samir Brandon Ragbir. What's his full name?
Samir?
Samir. Lord Father,
Time to go home.
you are the God of the sky, the sea, everything. Wherever this boy is, let us find him. Ah boy, this is too much of pain, boy. This is too much of pain. This is too much of pain. If there's anything that I could do, anything that I could do, in any way help you, assist you, I want you to know that I am here. Any assistance you need. If it's to pay a boat, call me. If it's to pay a boat to go out, to buy the gas and whatnot, call me. Okay? If you get a boat and they're charging you, call me. I'll make arrangement with the management of this place here, and they will pay the boat for me. And we'll send the money for them. Okay? If you have to pay a boat, go ahead. I will pay the boat for you. Okay? Get a vessel and I will pay the vessel for you. Alright? I'll pay the vessel for you to go out and look for your son. And imagine it was a time just like this, huh? Monday, this same atmosphere. The same atmosphere. Monday just like this. That's what I tell you. You see the our branch. Yeah, I want to go through this. Believe me, I want to go through this. Yeah, I want to go through this. I don't know this lady, but I tell you, I don't want to go through this. As God is my witness, I don't want to go through this. And I pray to the Lord today that we get this boy. So you be strong, ma'am. Thank you. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's sad, you know. I know it is could describe that to come back from Mayaro, reach back in time. I couldn't wipe my shoes and thing, but nevertheless, had two other stops, two other persons to meet. And I did, just to let you know, we did pay for 2 vessels with gas to go there. I left money and everything for them. And that's it, to see what we can do. But it's sad. All over the world, when these things happen, you have Coast Guard, you have choppers, everybody's out. You can imagine a woman just sitting there all by herself. Every time you think about that, you cry. I am coming down from Mayaro. Guns in down all through the back. People in the van and we're just talking. And it's sad, it's just terrible. Look at that woman walking the beat. Before we go further,